changed my life.
We are inside DHA's Box of Rock with my favorite new band, Dirty Honey. If you haven't heard of these guys, you're going to be hearing of these guys. They're out on every festival. They've got a killer EP out, and they've got what I like to call the reaction tunes. Tunes when you hear them and you're like, who is this band? I've got to know who this band is. So I'm with Mark, who someone just described you to me as completely effortless on vocals.
Thank you.
Crazy
There's
good.
Definitely effort being exerted.
We do not hear it. And of course, the guitar player that you said as soon as you heard him, you fired the old guy and you were like, he's out and this guy's in. John. Now, you guys have, again, I spoke with you guys a little earlier about this. I'm not a comparison person. Like, you sound like this, you sound like that. But I think there's a lot of 70s familiar sensibilities that people would like, a little bit of that 80s fun, and that real fresh kind of current-based music sound. So it's an amazing combination.
Nailed it.
Of some cool killer tunes too. I mean, there's like not a dud on this EP. It's all killer, no filler.
Thank you.
So
well, it's only
like
5 songs, so I hope not.
I like that. Yeah, but you know what? 5 songs could be too good. 3 dogs.
Yeah, you're true.
You know, it really could.
True.
So I thought I would get you guys in a WDHA segment we call Songs That Changed My Life. You give us a little bit of inspiration with songs that, and it can be just an epiphany, where you were when you heard this song and you had this epiphany when you heard this song. So give me 3 for you, Mark. I would imagine they might be vocal based too, but I could be wrong.
The first one that definitely changed my life was Toys in the Attic, because that was my introduction to Aerosmith, and that led me down the Zeppelin rabbit hole, and then AC/DC came shortly after that. So I would go Toys in the Attic, then How Many More Times.
Ooh.
And then If You Want Blood, You Got It.
Yeah. See, and you know what's funny? I can hear a little bit of all of that in the music.
I hope so. That's definitely,
can hear a little bit.
That's definitely an influence for sure, all those guys.
Now, did I hear you say, I thought I heard you say, did your dad introduce you to some of this stuff?
My dad, so what happened was my parents got divorced when I was really young. My dad introduced me to Aerosmith, right? It was actually the Permanent Vacation record. And then like the following weekend, I was with my mom on the weekend with my stepdad, and he had Toys in the Attic in the tape deck in the car. And I'm looking at this like winged logo that I remembered from the other record. And I was like, wow, are these, because they're 2 completely different sounds.
Oh, yeah.
But then I realized they're both Aerosmith. And then maybe 5 years later, I had every Aerosmith record. It was my first concert. Met Steven and Joe before the first show. It was a good intro to rock and roll. And then you see them doing their thing on stage, and you're like, that's what I want to do for my life.
That magic. You guys, it's sort of singer, guitar player. That's exactly what I wanted, though. Songs that changed my life. You remembered where you were, who the person was who introduced you to it, and exactly how you felt. All right, so we move over to you as Mr. Fingers Man. So tell me, give me 3 of the songs that changed your life.
Well, the first is for sure Stairway to Heaven, which was introduced to me by my guitar teacher. And then I went home, and which really leads to the second song, also Led Zeppelin, which was Heartbreaker. Because I went to my mom and I was like, who is this guy, Led Zeppelin? I thought it was like I don't know why I thought that was a name of a human. But she pulled out of her record collection Led Zeppelin 2. And really that record.
His parents are so incredibly cool. It's
I know.
off the charts.
Yeah, just that's what got me out of any of music of my generation. It was just then that record collection. And then I think the next one, which is kind of a left turn, is a song called Reba by Fish. I was a pretty big fan of Fish, and that's specifically about guitar solos showed me that you can start small and end huge.
I love that.
Most guitar players, including myself, we come in out of the gate, and that's fun, but he would start infinitesimal, and then grow to explosion. Yeah. And so that really moved me a lot.
That Fish feel. Yeah. Nothing like that Fish feel. So, oh man, you guys, I'm pretty blown away by these lists for songs that changed my life. And Dirty Honey, I love you guys.
If I was going to throw in some honorable mentions, I would have to throw in some Soundgarden and Black Crowes too.
Yeah, you guys are Crowes fans.
Big Black Crowes guy.
We were playing Crowes when you came in the studio.
Yeah,
it was like,
for sure.
Do I hear crows? I hear crows.
I love the Black Crowes. I loved Chris Cornell. I got introduced to Chris Cornell super late too, and that's become a huge influence vocally for me. And that's a shame, obviously. But yeah, the Black Crowes are. That's one of the great American rock bands for sure.
Yeah. I can definitely feel that. Guys, we have a little studio audience here. Guys in the background there. Everybody give it up for Dirty Honey. And check these guys out. Coming soon to a town near you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.